All right. Hello, everybody. We are a little early for this call. I appreciate you guys working with me on the time there. This call's normally at 11, but I had a noon appointment. I didn't want to cut it too close there. So thank you for showing up early. Appreciate that. And I wanted just to throw a quick thing out there. This is proof that SEO is not dead. You know, I haven't talked to anything about SEO for quite a while. I haven't put any headlines out or anything like that. But when I put the email out this week, I got like 25 new signups. So pretty much proof in the pudding that people are still interested in SEO. So that's what we're going to hop into this morning. I'm going to share the Google Loophole through it's through Google My Business. And you know, anything, people call these things loopholes. Anything that will get you an edge over your competition, basically that's a loophole. So you know, I say this one is new, and it really is. It's not new like as it's just been released. It's been around for a while, but no one has really caught on to it. So that really keeps it in the new category, in the new status. So if you guys have not done a profile in Google My Business, that's what I'm going to cover. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then I'm going to show you how to take advantage of the little loophole. And I actually did this about an hour ago, and you'll be able to see my results are already live and in place. So it's pretty cool. It works almost immediately. In fact, when I posted it, it went live on Google within 2 minutes. So pretty cool. You know, that's the true meaning of a loophole there. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen and just kind of walk you through the whole process of exactly how to do it. And like I said, if you haven't done this yet, I really would encourage you to do this for your business. Even if it's not a local business, even if you serve worldwide, it's okay. You probably have a local location that you operate out of. Like for me, I've had offices in the past. I'm just working out of my house at this point. So when I created the Google My Business account, I just used my home address. So that is my office space. So if you're operating out of your home, you can do that too. So there's no reason, you know, if you have a business, you obviously operate somewhere. So you can create one of these Google My Business accounts. So let me show you how this works and where to go and, you know, exactly how to do it. So here you guys should be able to see my screen. All you have to do is go to Google and put in Google Business. And it's going to come right up at the top. It's google.com/business if you just want to go there directly. But if you forget, like later on or whatever, just put in Google Business in Google and it's going to come right up to the top for you. So when you click on that, it's basically going to take you to the place where you set up a Google Business account. So I'll just click on this here. And you know, this is basically it. You can go to Manage Now, you can sign in. If you already have a Google account, you can just sign in here and that will take you right into the management program. So that's pretty much what you want to do. So with me, I've already got mine open. This is where it will take you, and basically it says Google My Business. And it's got your contact information, like this is my business here, Internet Dominators. It's got my address, and it's pretty much got my whole account in here. So at the home button, it gives you kind of the overview. You can set up a maps. It'll show your map on Google. It'll show, you can view search, how it looks in search. I'll actually show you guys what it looks like. It's pretty impressive when somebody goes to Google your business. Like here, put in Internet Dominators, and it comes up a big graphical post here. So it's way better than, you know, just one of the standard listings like this. It's very graphical. You know, what you're seeing here, you're seeing my view because I'm logged in here to my Google account through Internet Dominators. So normally you wouldn't see this. This says your business on Google. So this is like showing it to me personally. And it's got all here. I can edit my info right from here if I'm logged in. I'll show you what it looks like if you're not logged in. Like this is what a normal customer would see. And I've got here Internet Dominators, and basically it comes up as a company listing. Pretty awesome. I mean, if somebody did this, look at how dull and boring all this stuff looks compared to this. So you can upload photos in here. You can upload photos of the outside of your business. You can upload photos of people that work in the business. It's got your map listing on here. You can connect your website. It'll have directions if you connect the map to it, which is really simple. It'll actually have directions in there. And you can put, the more stuff you put in, the more apt Google is to produce a profile like this and put it on for you. So you want to make sure that you go through and you fill it out as completely as possible. Like put your business hours in there, put your phone number in there, all your contact information. All that stuff is important, and this will actually come up for other keywords. When Google starts connecting your keywords to your business, this will show up on those other keyword searches, which is really, really powerful. Like this particular search is for Internet Dominators, but I'll open another tab here. This is a search for my name, John Limbacher. Guess what? Internet Dominators came up in that search result. So when Google connects other keywords to your business, that business listing will pop and show up. That's a pretty powerful feature, especially if you've got competitors on this page. They're not going to be looking over here. They're going to be over here looking at this graphical listing. So you guys should probably control the page for your business name and your personal name like this. You know, everything on here, there's nothing on this page that's not about me. I've got listings out there all over the place. So if somebody Googles my name, there's not going to be anything come up except for me. This is also something you want to do for reputation management. If people are putting negative reviews or they have bad stuff to say about you, which, you know, if you've lived on planet Earth for more than a day, there's probably somebody on here that doesn't like you, you know, for one reason or another. And some of those people, they will belligerently post on public sites. And if you don't control the page, that information will show up. Very bad to have that show up when your customers are researching you. So by having all these social profiles and just having a presence that represents you is really important to defend against that reputation management issue. So make sure that you guys are doing that. Same thing with the Internet Dominators. You'll see every one of these listings is about my business. So it's very well defended against somebody coming in and slandering it. So make sure that you position yourself that way. Then back to the listing part here. This is really cool. Inside here, you have this thing called Create Post. And this is what I was talking about. This is really the loophole. This is the magic button here. It's Create Post. What Google is trying to do here, they're trying to enter into the social realm. They're trying to be a social platform. So how article marketing in the past was really important. You could post articles out on the internet, you could drive traffic. Well, Google is allowing that right from within your Google My Business account. You'll see here, this is my latest post. I posted it today. It says 16 minutes ago. Let me just refresh that because I've had this page open for a while. I actually posted that about an hour ago. So you'll see here it says 1 hour ago. So this is already live. If you go over to my listing, I'll go back to the listing and you scroll down, you'll see it's right here. And again, it's a graphical. You put an image on here. And what I did, I just put like a little advertisement for the ACT program. And the catch here is predictable client getting system. So when you view the offer, it actually has calls to action right inside here. So when you view the offer, you get to see the article that I posted there. And then it says here, redeem online. So there's actually a call to action button right in the post. So when you click on that, it goes right over to my landing page here where somebody can opt in for that. So that's a really cool thing. And the other thing about that, when you do this and you get this post in here, this post, Google is seeing the contents of this post. They're also seeing people's interaction with it. So if you get a scenario where you've got keywords in your post, Google is going to connect that to your business. So if you're posting about a particular topic or a particular keyword, you're SEO optimizing your own web page, not just your Google business listing. You will also have the Google business listing start to show up for a lot of other keyword searches. That's highly relevant to us, because whatever keyword searches we show up for, if we can show up with this graphical listing and these calls to action and these articles, that is going to be incredibly powerful. So this is really a cool loophole. If you're not using this, I know some of you guys that are like SEO veterans, this is kind of old school for you. This is natural, but I think there's a lot of you that it's not, and this is new, and most people don't know about this. I searched yesterday trying to find some examples, and I couldn't find any. I ran hundreds of keywords through Google for local searches for businesses. I couldn't find anybody doing this yet. So you can take advantage of this. You can be way on the front end of this curve. So it's really easy to do. You just click the create post button here, and even if you're logged into Google and you go on to your own page, you'll see it's right here as well. So there's a lot of different ways. Google's making it really easy for you guys to do this. So just click on wherever you are, click on the create post, and it's going to pop up a little window here. Now you'll see there's different options that you can do. You could do a what's new post, like if something new in your business, a new product, whatever. If you're having an event, you can publish the event right here. If you've got an offer, let's say you've got a special coming up and you want to do that and you want to feature it, you can do the offer or a product. I know most of us have products. It would be really cool to post your products right there in that graphical listing. So you go ahead, you select which type of post that you want to do, and then here you can add an image to it. They have a link here where you can get ideas, like you can see what other people are doing. So, you know, if you're just kind of on a day where you know your brain's not working real good and you just need a little help, a kickstart, you can click there and get some ideas. I know, you know, there's a lot of times where I'm just in a creative funk and I'm sitting there and I just can't think of a good idea. So you click on that, it'll help you do that. And sometimes that's all you need. You just need a direction. You just need something to get you started. So they've done that for you. Here you just start writing your post, and then down here you can add buttons. This is where the calls to action come in. So you can have an order online right there. If you're talking about a particular product and you want to put an order button, you can send them right to your order page. Pretty cool. You can do learn more, sign up, get offer, call. You could send them right to a phone call. You could have them call you right there from this offer. You'll see if you click on different events, you'll get different stuff. Like if this is an event, it knows that there's a start date and an end date. So it might ask you for some different information depending on what you're clicking on here. Like an offer, same thing. What's the start date to the offer and the end date? But it's really just that simple. There's nothing more to it. You drag a picture in here, or you can click here and upload a picture from anywhere in your desktop, and then you just fill in the details. Just start typing. It tells you you've got 1,500 characters, and as you type, it's going to keep track of how far along you are, so you know how much more you could go without hitting the end. So this is really an awesome little deal. The offer title, obviously titles aren't as long, so it's gonna stop you way before, but it gives you an example here: 20% off in store or online. Again, it's just giving you an idea of what you could put in there. That doesn't mean you have to put that in. You can put whatever you want. My recommendation is you do a little keyword research and you engineer each one of these posts to a particular keyword that you want your business connected to. That way, when people start running those searches for those keywords, your graphical listing will show up. I guarantee you, if your graphical listing shows up in a normal Google search, nobody's going to be looking at the competitors. They're going to be looking at your listing. So that's really a powerful tool that you guys have at your disposal. You can do as many of these as you want. It will lay them into your profile one after another. There is one downside to this. There is a drawback. And the only thing it is, let's see, I'll see if I can show you here. Okay, see here where it says October 18th? That's today. This ends October 25th. Google wants to make sure that the posts are fresh and relevant. So they only put them up for about a week and then they disappear. So what you'd have to do, you've got to repost every week if you want fresh content to be, put out in this. So it's almost like Google is treating it like a news feed. Google loves their own properties. So naturally, Google My Business, they're going to promote that through the Google search. It's just like YouTube. If you've got YouTube videos, those YouTube videos will probably show up. Like if you scroll down the listing, sometimes you'll see Google videos show up. Like here you go. Here's 3 videos that are attached to my name. So sometimes they'll have images. Like if you scroll down further here for my name, there's images of me out on the internet. Google is scraping that stuff. They love their own properties. Notice these images, where they come from. That one's on YouTube. That one's on YouTube. That one's on another site. This one's on LinkedIn. So Google is grabbing images from all kinds of relevant locations on the internet about the particular keyword. Whatever keyword you're searching for, their job is to really provide a good user experience. So they're putting everything attached to that keyword, be it images, videos, a business listing. So you want to connect your business listing to as many keywords as possible. And this posting is a really good way to do that. So if you want some, quick, fast bang for your buck, that's the way to do it right here. This is like I said, I hate calling things a loophole because it just sounds so cheesy, but it really is. This is a way to connect the dots for Google and show them how your site is relevant to a particular keyword. You'll also notice down the left here, it's got a bunch of different buttons. These buttons are all related to your Google My Business account. So if you go to posts, it's going to show you all of your posts. Like it'll show you here, this is a what's new, create a product post. So apparently they just added product posting to this. And it just gives you a little brief description. You can click try it now. It'll take you right to the product post, which is right here anyway. But this is what's going on. So your posts, the last 7 days, you can say views. Since I just put this up, it doesn't show the data here yet, but it will show you how many people viewed this, how many people clicked it. That way you can kind of gauge your conversion based on your titles, your descriptions, in your posts. So that's going to give you some insight. So here's another really cool thing too. There's a share post button down here. When you click this, it can connect this post on your Google listing to Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or you can email it. Now think about this, and in the SEO world, this is known as linking. So if you want to boost up this post, this is a way to internally get links from authority sites. Google's telling you the top 3 authority sites right here: Facebook, Twitter, and G+. You get links from those into here, you're going to reinforce the validity of this thing. And again, you're connecting the keyword in the article, or the post rather, to your business directly. It's a direct connection. You don't get better than that. So they're giving you all the tools right here at your disposal, right at your fingertips. Let's see, the info tab. Okay, so this is just basically info about your business. The little pencil button is where you can edit that. So if there's something that, you know, is not right, or you want to edit it, you want to change your store hours, you want to add special hours, all this stuff is all editable. And like I said, the more of these things that you can do, it will enhance your listing. It will enhance your chances of getting this business listing to show up in search results. Here's insights. This is like Google Analytics, and it's based on your business page. This is all based on your business page. So you can see in the blue, 186 people found this listing through a search in the last 30 days. That's just something on the side. I never really did any work for that. That's like 186 free visitors that found this listing through search. Direct, this is people that were searching directly for the business name or the address. So you'll see 88 people found me through looking for me directly, but 186 found me through search terms. So that's where I'm talking about, connecting your business to phrases. And you want to make sure that you control that. And then down here, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see how many people found it through whatever. Like Mammoth, that's the name of my street. So Google has connected Mammoth with my business listing. So 31 people searched for Mammoth and my listing came up. 21 searched for internet and my business showed up. Here's business internet providers. And when you got the little caret, it's under 10. So this is under 10 people, but it's showing me how people are finding me. Like computer classes. You know, my ACT program, basically that's an online computer class. You know, computer courses near me, computer learning center, computer training. You know, these are all things that people are searching and they're coming up with my business listing. So that might give me a little insight in what I might want to put a post out there about and enhance that and get those numbers up. You know, here's Dominator. I don't know how this one came up. This is Don Jose. That's like a restaurant right down the street from me. So it might have just been from location or whatever. Or I might have said something at one point about eating there and they picked up on it. I don't know. So anyway, that will tell you how people are finding that, what keywords Google is associating this particular business listing with. So that's a pretty cool feature. Reviews, this is where people can go and they can give you reviews. Now, I have not done anything with this, so I don't have any reviews in my Google My Business account. This is something, if you went out and promoted your customers to go into your business account and give you a review, that would help you a lot. So for you guys, if you guys want to give me a review, that would be awesome, because I haven't got that started yet. So that's something that you could do. Messaging, I haven't seen this before. I think this might be new as well. You can put your number in here and you can actually connect Messenger to this, where people can go from your business listing and message you directly. It's another form of contact. Now, if you're dealing with millennials, if they're in your customer base, they love this kind of stuff. You know, they love texting and messaging. They are not going to pick up the phone. So if all you have is a phone number on there to contact you, they're not going to do it. And email, they don't trust email for some reason. So they love the messaging because I guess it doesn't leave tracks as far as email. They're really finicky about how they communicate. So this will give you a channel for millennials to communicate with you from your business listing. If you go to the Photos tab, this is where you can upload photos. So you can put, you know, all the images you want that are related to your business. I just did most of the stuff this morning. I threw up a bunch of pictures of my tropical rainforest here, and you know where we operate. This is a little tiki hut where we have some masterminds in. It's sitting in my backyard, so I just threw that stuff up. I threw some promo things up here, some logos. So the more images you have, and it'll show how long. This is one day. Like I said, I just put these up today. These have been around for a while. Like this one I put up in 2015. So I've had this Google My Business account for some time. I just never paid attention to it. Okay, here's website. Now this is an interesting thing here. Google will actually publish a website for you. And I have not done this yet. It says here your site is not yet published. But again, Google loves their own properties. So it would behoove you to go ahead and publish your Google website. This is how you get to it. It's a free site. Google gives it to you as part of your Google My Business account. So you can go in here, you can edit it, you can change your photo, you can do all kinds of updates here, you can edit your services, and it will basically take all your information and it's going to create an entire website for you, including maps, business hours, the whole thing. So when you get this the way you want it, all you do is click publish. Now you have another property out in the search engines where people can find you. So I would really encourage you to take advantage of that. Again, it'll take you a little while just to configure it here, but it's free. It's not going to cost you anything, and it's going to give you another one of those properties that's going to come up in the search listings, both for your name and your company name, and it's going to insulate you and protect your reputation. If someone ever says something bad about you, this is a defender that gets in their way. It will block them. So it's a really good thing to do. So that's website. The other thing is you can add new locations. So if you are a service provider, let's say you're doing this for other businesses and you're providing them the service of this, you can actually add new locations, and then here you can manage your locations. So it'll show you all the different locations that you manage in here. Currently I just have one client in here that I'm managing as far as their Google My Business account, but I'll probably add all of them. And here it's just like add new location. You can pick any location of any business and you can create this for them. And then you can manage it for them under this account. So again, like from here, when you're managing locations, you just click on the one you want to manage and it'll open it right up, and it's right back where we started. This is my Google My Business account. So this is really easy. And like I said, within 2 minutes, you could have this post live. It literally, I copy and pasted some copy out of an existing landing page. I plugged it in there. It took me literally less than 2 minutes to create that post. And then 2 minutes later, it was live. So this does not take any kind of technical skills, doesn't take much time. It's free. It's like, I don't know what more, what more I could give you, or a better thing to do with a few minutes of extra time that you've got, is to get this set up and then create these posts. And like I said, they only last for a week. That post is only going to be live for 7 days. So you'll see here, it's October 18th through the 25th. So on the 25th, it's going to disappear. It's going to go away. So what you want to do, and like I said, you can create multiple posts. So you could schedule an outsourcer to do this like every 3 days or every 2 days, however often you want these posts to go. But again, once you create the post, you want to share it on your other social platforms, get the internal linking coming back to it. It will give you all that incoming link juice, and again, it all pipes back to your website, because that call to action button is now going to be over on Facebook, over on Twitter, on those social media accounts. So this is a great social media linking for you to get that. Let's see here. I've got some chat here. Let me just see what questions we've got. So Michael says, so just make it a weekly post. That's it. That's it. You could just do this once a week. Like I said, if you've got an outsourcer, if you've got like a VA, the virtual assistant that works for you, this is a great thing to give them to spend a little bit of their time. A lot of people hire VAs and then they can't keep them busy. They can't think of enough things for them to do. This is a great chore for them. So give them this, let them do this. Like I would say, if you have a VA, heck, have them do it every few days. Tell them you want 3 posts a week. Let them do some keyword research, pick the top keywords, and give them a list of 50 to 100 keywords, and just tell them, hey, I want 3 a week till this list is done. When the list is done, let me know and we'll work on the next list. And that'll keep them busy for quite some time. Okay, Michelle says, in order to verify your business, Google will need to send you a physical card in the mail with a code that you will verify your business account. Yes, they do require verification. Sometimes you can get through the verification process by putting in a phone number that's a cell number that they can instantly verify. Sometimes that will work. If it doesn't work for some reason, then Michelle is right. They will require you to have a postcard sent to the physical address. So don't be surprised if that happens. Sometimes it takes a couple of days to get that connected. And I've even had one time where I had to re-verify my account. They made me resend the postcard, and I didn't get it the first time. I had to have them send it like 2 or 3 times before I actually got it. So if you don't get the postcard within a couple of days, or certainly within a week, make sure that you re-prompt that and get that service back in, so they're sending you another one. Okay, and then here, Michael says, manage location. Can you use that for additional stores? Like Weight Loss Huntington Beach, Weight Loss Irvine? Yes, absolutely. You can manage multiple stores through the same account. As long as you have a physical address, you qualify for a Google My Business account. So like you might have you'd be doing this for a department store. They might have 30, 40, 50 locations. So you could create a Google My Business location for each one. As long as it's got a physical address and you can verify with the postcard, you should be able to create a business account in the Google My Business. So for sure. Okay, how does a contractor who travels to the customer's home get listed in Google for lots of little towns, not just his home address? That's a good question. Now, when Google Maps was hot, there was a couple of black hat courses that came out that showed kind of some tricks and loopholes to doing that. But really for this, the reality is this is about your business and it's your headquarters. Wherever you accept mail, that's your business. Google does not like PO boxes. So like for me, for instance, I use my home address. It's where I collect my mail. It's actually where I do the business. So that's the way. And you know, if that's an issue, then this may not work for you, because you really do need a physical address for that. So, okay. Will the post only show up when someone does a Google search using one of your keywords? Yes. It doesn't show up randomly on Google. It will show up representing the business that's attached to the keyword. So it's not going to show up all the time. Don't expect it to just automatically show up for all of your keywords that you want. It's when Google connects the keyword to the business, that's when it shows up. So it might take some time for that. Like for mine, you'll see here, this particular Google search is for my name. So when you Google my name, and you can do that, if you just go on to Google and put my name in, John Limbacher, you'll see my business at Internet Dominators is attached to that. So it will come up. There's another cool thing too. There's a whole deal of, in Google, they have an AutoSuggest. So when you start typing my name in, you'll see that when you get to the O, Google is suggesting John Limbacher SEO. It's actually connected my name to SEO. So when you click on that, it doesn't show, it hasn't connected John Limbacher SEO to Internet Dominators yet, but it's connected it to videos right out of the gate. Look at this. These are all videos that I've done. So, and again, it's connected to all web properties, everything related to me. So again, I control this space. There's nothing on here that's not about me, and it's all good stuff. It's all stuff that's been engineered to be there. So when you take the SEO off and you just go with my name, there it recognizes me as being Internet Dominators. So you see it doesn't show up for every keyword search. It's just the ones that Google has made the connection with. Okay. Let's see. And yes, it does typically have to have phone numbers. You know, a business, Google's pretty finicky about what they allow and what they don't allow. They've got some pretty strict terms of service with everything that they do. So with Google My Business, they're looking for legitimacy. They're looking for legitimate businesses. So naturally, they're going to verify address. They're going to verify that you can receive mail there. They don't want robots just creating random business files. You know, they want to continue to block spam out of their network. So I would not encourage you to like misuse this, because if you do, it could connect your business name with a scammer or spammer, and you could really cause some problems in the Google network. If you want Google love, you've got to love them back. You have to love them first before they love you. And as soon as you do something bad, you'll lose that love, and that love is worth a lot. That love is traffic. That's like the lifeblood of your business. So you don't want to do things to put your business in jeopardy. You know, you wouldn't do that in the real world, so why do it on Google? You know, to get a quick flood of traffic and then you're out forever? It's not worth it. You know, do things that make sense to your business and you'll thrive. That's Google's motto. That's what they care about. So let's see back here. We've got, so again, if you're logged in, you're going to see it this way. It's going to just give you easy access to edit your information. And again, Gregory asked, do they ban forever? Now, I'm not sure about in this. I know in the SEO world on a domain, if you're looking at your own domain, The block there is 2 years, and I've tested this and proven it beyond a shadow of a doubt. If you do something that they feel has been black hat and they want to kill you for it, they will eliminate you from their entire index, and this is your domain, and it's a 2-year penalty box. After 2 years, the domain will be released, and now it can list again. So that's how that works. Let's see. Ted says, keyword optimizing the photos and Google My Business supercharges the listings. Yeah, again, everything you do to promote your stuff, your images, your videos, your Google My Business listings, link to that stuff, you know, treat it as though it's important. You want to get it spread out there. You want to get the word out and all that. Let's see. Cheryl asks, can UPS mailbox be okay? Google does know what those are. You know, that's a PO box and it's not a real business location. So I would not encourage you to do that. If you notice, Google has gone around with a camera. They have literally taken pictures of every business. Like when you open one of these, they're going to send a car out. There's going to be a car that comes out and takes a picture of your physical location. And they put that on there. First time I saw it, I'm like, where the heck did they get this? And I found out it was one of their cars that comes around, and they'll literally take a picture of your business. So they know where all the PO boxes are. You know, some people have some fancy address names for those PO boxes, but Google knows. They're really not stupid. So they'll figure it out. There's not much way that you can trick them as far as locations, because they have mapped the geology of the U.S. like down to the footprint of an ant. They know what it's all about. Okay, how do you handle suite address if it's a physical location and it's an actual real business address and you have a suite number? That's perfectly legitimate. They know that too. They totally get that there's office buildings that share the same address, but that's different than one suite sharing 1,000 PO boxes. That's a very different animal, and they get it. They know that. Okay, so she says, if I do not have a specific landing page, should I try some postings to my homepage? Yes, absolutely. Anything that you have online, even if it's a YouTube video, you can promote a YouTube video in here. Make a post about it. Say there's some really great content. You guys should click here to go see the video and send them over there. Use the Learn More button, or, you know, Get Now, and send them to that. Any property that you have, it doesn't have to be your landing page or your home page. Anything you want to promote, you can post about it in here. Really cool. Gregory says, what about WeWork spaces? Now, there's WeWork spaces that are shared community spaces, and there's also ones where you can literally rent a suite in there, and that's just like the same thing as the shared office spaces, where you have different suite numbers. So as long as that's a known thing to Google, it should be okay. So that should be fine. In fact, I actually had one of those in Newport. I had an office in Fashion Island at one of those places some years back, and they didn't have a problem with that. They sent the postcard there. I got it, put it in, so it was good to go. All right, so it looks like I've got pretty much all of the questions answered here. If any of you guys want to come out and unmute, and you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to share the new ACT login, and this is like the Internet Dominator login. This is what you guys have access to now, and there's some pretty cool stuff in here. And I think a lot of you guys that have been with me for some time have not fully explored this, and you should. There's some awesome resources in here. I've updated the whole ACT program. A lot of you guys have, are here from the SEO Dominator world from 10 years ago, and you're used to me just teaching SEO. Well, I've bridged the gap. I've actually gone over to conversion, and this is our conversion program in ACT. And if you notice in traffic, you'll see the SEO Dominator training is right down here at the bottom. So the entire SEO Dominator training is in here, along with pay-per-click, Facebook, and the entire ACT program. For those of you that don't know, ACT stands for Analysis, Creation, and Traffic. And you need to really do them in that order. It's a 1, 2, 3. It's a 1, 2, 3 punch. And this is what the ad agencies use. So if you haven't had a chance to go through that, I would really encourage you to do that. If you want to convert, because traffic is just a multiplier. If you have a business that doesn't convert and it's got problems every time it deals with a new client or a new customer or a new prospect, traffic is just going to magnify that. It's going to magnify those problems. If you have a site that converts and it takes traffic and it converts prospects into customers, traffic's going to magnify that. So you want to make sure that you get your act together. Another reason to call it ACT. It is the process. It's the model that ad agencies use so they don't fail. If you look at any successful business, I can almost guarantee you that they've followed this model, whether they knew it or not. And it's really important that you get that, and you follow that sort of a protocol. So when you do get traffic, it's not just traffic, it's actually conversion from prospects into paying customers. So again, I would really encourage you guys to go through that. One thing I want to cover here real quick, this is a portion where a lot of people get stuck on this analysis piece. We've got market segmentation. The reason you do that first is so you can understand what segment of the market is profitable. I see so many people that create businesses around a segment of the market that either doesn't exist or it's not profitable. I mean, think about this. If you were in LA and you were serving the market or trying to serve the market of Skid Row and you were selling lobsters, let's face it, they can't afford that. That is not going to be a profitable market for you. I see a lot of people that, they want to do good, and that's great. They want to save the world, and that's awesome. They want to do charity, and I applaud that. But you've got to have a functioning business model to be able to support those things. Those goals are internal goals. If you're going to really bring those to fruition, you've got to have a business that's highly profitable to do that. So that's what market segmentation is all about, making sure that you are targeting a profitable market. When you get that segment right, then you move on to avatar creation. This is where a lot of marketers start. And believe me, if you haven't figured out the market segmentation first, this isn't going to work. So you'll be creating an avatar for something that's a bomb. Ad agencies don't do that. They almost guarantee success for their clients, and that's why they cost so much. This is a process that's not real easy. So once you create that avatar, really you're getting an understanding. You're doing a lot of research and figuring out who they are, what's their desired outcome, how are they feeling now, what would make them feel better, what are the steps to getting them to where they want to go, and then providing that. So even product creation, that's why creation is step number 2. You guys shouldn't even be creating products until you get this figured out. Now, a lot of you already have products, so you need to go back a little bit and reverse engineer this and figure out what market segment is going to match up with that product and which one's going to be profitable for you. Then go into the avatar creation. No matter how you do it, if you've started ahead, you got to go back. Doesn't matter. You just need to get it figured out. You need to get it right. So once you understand your avatar, then you can move into creation. You can start creating landing pages. You can start creating offers. You can start creating products that are going to matter to that avatar, and it's going to make them desire to buy them. That's where your conversion is going to go through the roof. You know, competitor analysis is here at the end of the analysis process, and that's so you can take a look at the competitors. You can see what your market has been exposed to. You don't want to go in with the same thing, or you're going to get lost in the noise. So you've got to create a couple of things to get above the competition. First of all, you've got to create what we call a unique mechanism. That's your delivery device. That's going to be the thing that delivers what they want in a unique way. So that's going to make you different right out of the gate. And the other thing is, you've got to look at, you know, where are they advertising? What are they advertising? What price points are they hitting? What are they saying? So you know how to go in and how to aggressively combat that. So we've got a whole process on how to do that. You know, you want to create demand and desire, you want to eliminate objections, and that imminently will lead to sales. No doubt. There's no doubt about it. This is what ad agencies use. Like I've said this before, they can take normal items and turn them into household names by using this process. So why wouldn't you want to use that process in your own business? Then you've got something worth driving traffic to. So next is creation. And in here, the first thing, and this is another piece to that whole analysis, looking at the competitors, is seeing what their big ideas are. Big ideas is a common phrase in the ad world. It's almost like a marketing campaign, what angle of approach they're taking, and you've got to have something different. You can't go in with the same thing they've already heard. You've got to package it up in a unique way, and we teach you exactly how to do that in there. That leads to creating high demand products, irresistible offers, how to do your copywriting to create that demand and desire, attention grabbing headlines, how to take that and turn it into lead pages and landing pages, and then your entire sales vehicle, which ends with an order form. That's how we're going to get conversion. I guarantee when you get all this stuff in play, traffic is going to be like gold for you, because when you send traffic to that system, it's going to convert. You know, a lot of you guys call that a marketing funnel. So be it. You call it whatever you want. It just works. You know, it's a sales process is what it is. Next over here, we've got our support calls. This is the call you're on. I do this every Thursday. Sometimes I have to move the dates around, but this is where you get that. You know, if you click on that, it's going to give you the Zoom connection, the times, all of that. We've got resources. This is where the bonuses are. This is where Kartra is the system that I use now to create all my landing pages, all my order forms, all my mailing lists. It's a complete marketing system. I tell people that this is what Infusionsoft wanted to be. It's all in one. It's really easy to use. And I do training for that. Every once in a while, I'll actually do a special call like this to answer people's questions that are using the system. And then we've got marketing resources. And this is all the tools I use and recommend. It's all my affiliate links. So if you guys want to use the tools, I would ask that you use my affiliate links. It's like my tip jar. So if you want to throw a nickel in the tip jar, use my links. It helps me out. I spend a lot of money throughout the year buying stuff that I will never tell you about because it doesn't work. So this is kind of my way to fuel and fund that. The more I have and the more I make off of the affiliate tools, the more I can afford to spend to test new ones. And I only bring you the stuff I'm actually using that works. So that's another good reason to support that. Here, let me click on the bonuses real quick here just so I can show you a new bonus that you guys get. This is called the Automated Sales Attendant. What this is an interactive video program that we've got, and it's like segmented video. It's like in a sales process, a really good salesperson is going to ask you questions. They're going to ask you questions, and based on your answers, they're going to adjust where they go with their presentation. So this allows you to do that with video. So basically, you have a little short video that says, hey, you know, thanks for coming. Here's what we do, and then ask a simple question. And it's like an A/B test. It's like if you were a realtor, I'll give you the real estate example here. First video, hey, you know, I'm Joe Realtor. I'm here to serve you for the local area. Let me ask you a question. Are you interested in buying a house or selling a house, or both? That would evoke 3 buttons right now that you have to click on to go to the next section of the video. So let's say you click on, I want to buy a house. You click on that, the next video loads. It says, great, you know, we've got all kinds of houses. Let me ask you a question here. Are you looking to just get by? Or are you maybe a single mom just trying to keep a roof over your head and you're looking for something affordable? Are you a growing family looking to expand? Or are you looking for a bachelor pad? Because again, that's going to be 3 very different conversations, very different sales approaches. And that is exactly what a good salesperson will do that has a high conversion ratio. So this is a way to take your sales video and make it appeal to multiple audiences. Because I know every one of you has multiple avatars, and you should. They all lead to the same product or service. But there's different ways of selling. There's different ways of approaching them because they're different avatars. That's the whole reason behind creating an avatar, so you can create an effective marketing campaign. But on your main website, you don't know who's going to show up. So you're not marketing directly to them. They're just showing up from all different avenues. So if you had an interactive video, greet them, segment them, and drop them into the right marketing campaign, think what that would do for your business. That's what we've provided for you guys. That's free. You get 3 of these. So you could create 3 of these automated sales attendants. All you have to do is either open a support ticket or send me an email and let me know what you want, and give me an email address and a username, and I'll create those for you. I'll create those accounts and give you access. So pretty cool stuff there. Then we've got our exclusive software. This is available to our members. This is a schema generator for you SEO guys. You can create schema tags for your websites. This is a debounce script, a script that you can put on your website that prevents people from sending Google a high bounce rate. If you guys have high bounce rates, that will fix it. Won't go into what that means right here because I'm just kind of cooking through this. Here's Spy Dominator. This is a program that will allow you to take a look and do analysis of your website or competitors' websites. Again, that's a free tool. Here's Trend Dominator. This will show you what's hot in the market. That's a good way to figure out what to make posts about. So again, a very valuable tool there. And then, you know, it goes on and on here about different stuff that you have access to. There's a lot of stuff here to help you drive traffic and create a high converting business. There's other stuff that I am working on that is going to be added to the program here over the next couple of months. I'm doing an influencer training, how to find the top influencers and get them to promote your business absolutely free. That's going to be a very powerful traffic source. I just did a thing on voice search that is in here. It's in the traffic area. I'm adding copy and swipe files for marketing campaigns. So lots of really cool stuff coming up. You guys are in a really good spot here along for the ride, because we're just making this a phenomenal resource for you. If you want to see at a glance everything that's under the hood, you can go up here to the sitemap. The sitemap will give you just everything laid out, what's under all the tabs. You can see it all at a glance. And if you guys think that this membership site is pretty cool, this was really easy to build, and I built it in Kartra. And I can show you guys how to do the same thing. If you want a membership site, this is part of the marketing system that I use. It created this and very quickly with little to no headache. I mean, it was really point and click to build this. So anyway, that's about it. That's what I got for you guys today. I know this is not the typical call. Usually I've got this open the majority of the time to have you guys share your screens and show me what you're up to, and help you out in anything that you need. So we're going to wrap it up for today. I'm happy to see all of you guys on the call here today. Next week we'll be back on regular time, which is 11 o'clock. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or put in a support ticket. I am here to help you any way I can. And I've been doing that since 2008, so take advantage of it. I'm here for you. All right, guys, have a great week, and look forward to talking to you guys next week.